All right, hello. Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are back from, I'm back. I don't know what we is. Yeah, we're taking on our first match here, and I'm back from, what was it, 2 weeks? Yeah, it went by pretty quickly, at least on my end. I don't know if anyone was waiting on me to post a video. That's kind of weird. But yeah, here we are again, and a lot has changed since the last video that I posted, and we are now in the Omni Tank meta again. My how times have changed. Man, missed the first week with a couple of videos of Sita. I kept calling her baby Sita because she looks so much like her baby version. I think I was saying in one of the videos that in comparison to her legendary alt, which looks a lot more grown up, it's very hard to tell this one and baby Sita apart, even though, I mean, Lance, Sword, Pegasus, no Pegasus, Infantry, different. There's a lot of things that are different between the two of them, but they just look so close in terms of design. But again, that's probably just what you get with the unit. I had a lot of fun with her, but also I completely forgot how to play, and I guess probably this is the best time to do story time, since I'm doing these two matches in post, or at least these next two matches in post, since there's a lot that I want to talk about, and I couldn't have done it while playing the matches at the same time. So yeah, story time. Bull Tower. For some reason, I completely forgot that Bull Tower was a thing, and like the first two of my ladders were Bull Tower. I just completely ignored that it was there, and I ended up losing. I think one of them was tanking with Sita, and the other one was also tanking with Sita. Both times I completely ignored the Bull Tower, and because of that, out of the 50%, well, out of the 25% HP condition, and then she just got railed by, I forget who, someone that she probably would have won against. That aside, she was doing pretty well up until that happened. Overall, I think she's a pretty decent unit. Should be seeing some of her in action this week, because she is going to be bonus, or she is bonus, so probably you're going to be seeing her. I don't know yet. This is just the first day playing two matches, so we'll see how that pans out. I do prefer Ike, obviously, because he's just better unit wins, and he covers I think it's primarily down to the no counter disrupt in his weapon, and the fact that she can't run it unless you want to like completely just take out her beast skill, which I would not recommend because she got so much from that. And I think Ike will probably scale better in terms of longevity because he doesn't depend on speed. That being said, as soon as something comes along that,
maybe this way.
One shots, because that's one of the things that I said I didn't want to happen. I was hoping that the counter to Ike wouldn't be a stronger nuke, and it kind of looks like they're trending towards that direction. Either melee or ranged. Sadly, there are very few counters to him currently in the game, aside from himself and Fatal Smoke, which is now a thing again, which is one of the things that has changed. Crazy how the thing that killed Ike the last time, Brave Ike, is, it never left the game. We kind of just didn't need it anymore since healing Ather wasn't a thing. But yeah, it's back in the meta now because of Ike, and the only way to kill Ike is to stop him from healing, pretty much, or blow him up in one hit, which very few units can do. Hopefully I'll get some content out of that one for this week. Surprise video. Yeah. That aside, Bull Tower was two of my ladders, and then I just made some really bad mistakes. There was this one, did I even fix it? I had the Gale Force team, the one with Nerthus, and neither of my Nerthuses had Gale Force, so I was attacking people, and I was like, what is happening? Why are you not Gale Forcing? And then, this is Astra. I was running the 4 cooldown special because I had that for Summoner Duels, but I never used that team, so I forgot to change it. And the team is always locked because I never really change anything on that team. So yeah, that happened. I did get some use out of Sylvain, is it? But yeah, I'm going to fodder him. I don't intend to use that unit moving forward. I don't know who I'm going to commit to yet with this fodder. I'm kind of waiting on a rearmed unit because no quarter, you know, I only have 2 or 3 copies left. And I didn't pull on the whatchamacallit banner, the Green Dream banner. So I don't have any peonies, and I'm not interested in getting any peonies because I don't have any fodder to really give to her, and I'm not a fan of that peony. I would have been happier if it was Triandra, rearmed Triandra with the sword. I feel like, or she is to me overall a better fodder factory because her dance is better, in my opinion at least. But yeah, that aside, bad plays really made up for the rest of the 5 ladders. I just had one day where everything just went badly and I could not for the life of me get it together. I kept getting sniped, like I'd be tanking, and because Sita doesn't have Bulwark, which I'm so accustomed to Fjorm having, not Fjorm, but Fallen Byleth having Bulwark, someone kept sneaking behind and taking out one of the support units, and that's ultimately what happened. So yeah, there goes my streak in the vault. I haven't been out of the vault in like at least a year at this point, I want to think. It's been like since what, 2021? Well, probably 2022, probably at least, definitely all of 2022. So yeah, there goes that streak. And then we were out of the vault, or I was at least, and it was pretty boring. There wasn't any content that I wanted to post. I was hoping I'd get some good matchup because usually you find a lot of cool defenses outside of the vault. It's like people who demote and they just don't change their defenses and they don't want to take it too seriously. They usually have their defenses up. And it's usually sometimes pretty good defenses, but I guess I just got, you know, interesting matchups. Same could be said about this matchup here. I guess this person forgot to swap over from Anima to Dark. Or I don't know, I just got lucky. Then again, this Ike on the enemy's team is being really a pain to deal with. Like I said, AoEs or one shot, pretty much the only way to go. So I'm pretty much just waiting on being able to get the other pot, which is actually turn 4. God, it's taking quite a long time. One of the plans was to step on the trap and see how that pans out for me. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get that off because based off the location of this pot here, I don't think I'll be able to move him down without severely damaging my chances of clearing this match successfully. Yeah, in any case, I did have quite a couple good matchups 2 weeks prior that I did intend to make videos on, but then after I just rewatched it, I was like, my god, this is just like really bad decisions that I made. I couldn't for the life of me make content out of it. Like one of the matchups was I was tanking with Summer Fjorm, and I forgot to give her no follow-up, full no follow-up, and she ended up getting quadded by Duo Ather. Or Baby Golvig, and I was like, oh man, that was literally the one thing that I planned on doing. Like, I planned out the entire match, and the one thing that I said that I was going to do, I ended up not doing it, and she got sniped, like, real bad. Like, Baby Golvig hits pretty hard, like, yeah, like, real hard, so lost. That aside, defense did really well. I ran, like, a Chloe line, or no, it's more of a trap, a dancer trap with Chloe as the initiator. She took out a lot of things, but it really isn't going to work the same outside of her bonus season. The extra stats really helped her in taking out like Byleth, dual Byleth, and units like that. Who surprised me was Bramimon. Bramimon was bonus Bramimon. He can take out dual Byleth. To my surprise, I was quite impressed. I did invest a bit into him with Tempo 4 and Finish skill, yeah. And with that, he was able to live a hit from dual Byleth and counterattack and take him out. And this wasn't out like catcher support or anything like that. It was just I had Tina. Yeah, Tina on defense. Of course, we all know how good Tina is. And she was able to just steal any buffs and debuff the enemy team. But Bramimon really kind of soloed that one. He took out dual Byleth altogether, which was a big surprise because I hadn't even considered him, whatever, as an option to take out Byleth. So there's that now. But I guess it probably doesn't even matter because I don't think we're going to be seeing Byleth around anytime soon. There's so many, it was crazy. Like a couple weeks ago, there were so few units that could take out Byleth and Mert, and now that's not even a problem anymore. We're like, all right, Ike is here, and he has a whole host of issues that we now need to deal with. So, the game phases, man, it definitely is coming and going, and right now I'm kind of struggling to kill this Ike because I can't go another turn without taking him down. So I haven't been attacking, so we're going to attack here. He's really just been tanking my hits and chipping me down, but I'm going to return the favor, and then we'll see what we got in terms of support options to help out. Let's see, what can Nerthus do? Okay, there we go. Alright, so bonus Nerthus coming in clutch. I cannot leave this unit behind. She is just such a good mythic. Really what Freyr should have been, but they just didn't do her justice. That's it for this one. I'm going to pull another match, so I'm going to attach it right onto this one. Alright, so here's the second match for the day, and we're against Saran, I think. We're going to go with the Ike team. Now, this team isn't complete. I just threw Ike on the team with 4 mythics, and I was like, let's go ham with this because I don't think he's going to die in bonus season. He can pretty much tank everything, Leon included. Only concern would be AoEs, but that's why Gato's here. If this was Astra Anima, I probably wouldn't do this. But it's Light Dark, so I don't have to worry about AoEs as much. The only problem would probably be Fatal Smoke, but I will probably still live. I've been testing him like quite a bit in the past 2 weeks, and he does very well against pretty much every unit in the game. The only counter which you'll probably see on defense, I'm not going to spoil it, but the Baby Banner did bring out one unit that kind of does it, although it really is going to be based off, which I kind of like that they did it that way, because it's not just a flat out nuke that counters Ike. You have to put some amount of thought into how you use the unit, and I'm referring to Baby Dual Robin. So I'm pretty much everyone is aware at this point that they can take out Ike. It's just you have to get the rally trap to work. If you are putting them on defense, which is what I've done the opposite here because of that last match. That was a really annoying match. I didn't mention it, but my God, was that annoying trying to deal with that Ike. And I did have one team, but it's not as high scoring as this one, and I kind of want to use this team for all of this week with Ike. Which path? My second option is probably going to be the team with Sheeta. But yeah, let's see what happens. I want to use this team primarily. My only concern for this match is the Dance and Hell and what's going to happen with that.
We'll do our best.
Because she does have that warp effect, and I don't want any of my units to get sniped, which happens a lot last time out, so I'm trying to avoid that. But I should be fine. I was considering giving him Bulwark instead of the HP seal. Well, not Bulwark, Obstruct. Just so that no one can go around him. But with Warp effects, I mean, like, I literally just took out Gatekeeper off the team, and I'm against a team that relies so heavily on warping. So I don't know. Maybe I should bring Gatekeeper back, but I kind of really like this this Robin, this baby Robin. I kind of really like this unit, so I wanted to give them a try. I don't think I'll be putting them on defense anytime soon because of well, you'd have to build a rally trap around them, and they're not like guaranteed to kill Ike. Even in his bonuses, maybe when they're bonus I'll consider it, but for right now they're not guaranteed to kill Ike unless you have like some type of catcher ball or something. Yeah, that aside, Ike is just standing there menacingly and killing everything so far. What else did I want to... Julia's Refined was kind of like a saving grace, I wanted to say, but then I actually tested it and it was just trash against Ike. Ike didn't even care. Like, I don't know if I was doing something wrong, but in some of the matchups, he would still even heal. Well, lie. Now I remember. He has the deep wounds thing that what's it called again? Even if deep wounds is inflicted on unit can still heal. I don't remember what the effect is called. So yeah, it doesn't stop him in the slightest. It probably stops like his like any miracle effects, but he will still heal after combat even if Fatal Smoke is up. Well, unless you have, I think, Fatal Smoke 4. So yeah, Julia did not help in the slightest. I was kind of hoping she would do a lot better because I do have like a bunch of copies of her as manual, so I was like, let's refine this and then merge. But she'll probably just be Panic Smoke 4, Panic Smoke 3 fodder at this point, since she really just doesn't offer what I was hoping she would. And then Lysicia's Refine was terrible. I had pulled a lucky pull of that Lycicia like randomly, and I was like, all right, well, let's hold on to this and see what her Refine is. And her Refine was actually really, really bad. I was hoping she'd be able to counter Ike, but she doesn't even, like, not even close. So, I mean, maybe if you give her some support, but yeah, no dice with that one. So, back to the drawing board. I feel like there's only blue units that can, like, if you're looking for a way to kill Ike, you're stuck with using blue units, and blue units, or blue mages, blue archers, whatever in the game, aren't in the best spot right now. There aren't that many blue units that can reliably kill or cover the gambit of things that are currently running amok or running around in Ether raids, Thunder duels, whatever. Green is actually very strong right now, particularly that baby Lissa. I really like her playstyle. She reminds me a lot of Brave Edelgard in terms of her stat spread, but also she's infantry, so she gets all of the nice infantry skills. I put Special Spiral on mine. I really want Lagu's Friend 4, but you know, that's like only on one unit, and it will be that way for quite some time. But she is very strong. I was considering trying to find a way to give her a guaranteed follow-up, but she's slow, so no follow-up is a no-go. I stupidly gave her plus speed. I got like 4 plus I got 4 plus attack copies and 1 plus speed, and I merged into the plus speed one because I thought she was going to be fast. I didn't look at her stat spread beforehand, and I was like, well, speed is good, right? And she turned out to be like just a tank. But yeah, I think I don't know, man. Maybe I'll leave it alone for now. I don't know. There's the range there from the hell that I'm trying to avoid, and I also need both pots here. That was the thing as well. I missed, like on day 1, I missed both pots, and that really that really messed me up, man. That was one of the reasons that I just couldn't make it past. I think I finished tier 36. Yeah. So yeah. I need to get both pots here. Not sure how I'm going to do it because the warp from this hell is actually pretty annoying, and she Doesn't look like she's going to be dying anytime soon, and Alencia is just continually healing. I didn't realize that when it was Hell bonus week that this is what we'd be facing. I am not running Hell on defense because she doesn't offer enough. But this is actually quite annoying, especially because Ike is too slow to double, or he's not built to really double. So yeah, this is kind of annoying. He should have had that thing in his kit that prevented. Well, then again, he probably would have been too OP. But if he had that thing that Diamant has that prevents you from doubling if you're not 25 speed, but then he's also really slow, so it probably wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, Lagoo's Friend 4 does make Diamant that much better. I'm really interested to see like builds with him, or like just to come across one. I haven't seen any in the wild so far, just to test him out or test out against to see how strong he is now. But it is a big boon for Diamant. And there are like so many units. I gave it to my Hannah, as I'm sure that you guys saw. But there's so many other units that just do so well with it. I'm not particularly interested in it on mages or range nukes. Well, just range nukes in particular, aside from Dual Asker, who I think makes decent use out of it in terms of being as a far save, or maybe even Dual Ymir, I think is probably even better because of that miracle effect. Although I guess you can probably take her out because she doesn't. Well, most of them aren't fast enough to avoid getting doubled. But I think it's a very, very strong skill. But I still don't like if there's a range unit that has DR piercing in their kit, then maybe I'll consider swapping it out for it if I do have any leftover copies in the future. But for now, I just don't think it's the best skill for range nukes, because they need to be able to pierce DR, get extra. They need all the help they can get to kill the things that are currently in the game. And I don't think, even with the adaptive damage, I don't think Lagoo's Friend 4 is like the best option for range nukes. Yeah, that aside, what else did I want to bring up? I think I mentioned Chloe earlier. Chloe was fun. Don't know what I'm going to do with her though, because I still prefer being able to run Deadeye on Hinoka, even though she's seasonally locked. But choice between the two, I'm choosing Hinoka. And then because she also has that sweep effect as well. And then what else? What else came out? The other Robin on the banner, not that impressed, but the Rally Spectrum being a ranged option is so good. That was like my main problem with Brave Robin, the fact that he was melee and he wouldn't be able to get to the spots that I needed him to get to because of that. So the fact that this Robin is ranged, perfect. If they had released this version back then, he would have been a +10 project for me, because it was such a good skill, or it would have been such a good addition, the Rally Spectrum. I'm surprised. I was expecting it to be like on other units, but it looks like it's going to be like a Robin exclusive type thing. Not mad at it, but I was kind of wondering if they would put it on other units. And again, I think I made this comment. Every Brave unit has gotten an ult except Gatekeeper. Because I don't know if that's Ice's way of saying we're never going to put this unit in the game ever again. But I don't expect him to get an ult anytime soon, especially because he'd be so impactful against the warp meta, which is currently still going on because everything warps these days. It's either warping or extra movement. So, and Dual Shamir as well. Very, very good unit. Like, I'm very happy that it pulled that one copy, but I'm kind of sad now because I wish I'd pulled like at least one more just to get the +1, because she is actually proving to be pretty clutch against this Ike. So if you didn't pull that Shamir, you're probably regretting it super hard right now, because she is Yeah, she's just that good. And here we are, getting to the end of this. Hell is gone. Finally, she was so annoying, but luckily the fact that she didn't die worked out in our favor. 2 very annoying matches to start off the week. Hopefully it doesn't continue in this vein, but we'll see what the rest of the week pans out to be. GG's. See you in the next one.